One of the biggest thing that will stop you from becoming financially successful, financially free and wealthy is the rat race. And I'll explain, the rat race. The rat race which most of us are there from very early age in a way. From the moment that you left your house, your parents' house, usually we're getting there. The rat race is, I'll share with you how it goes. You're becoming 18, 19, 20, whatever it is when you leave your parents' house. Okay, you leave your parents' house, and let's say that you stop studying already, so you finish studying, so you're going on your own. So what did you need to go do? Go get a job, right? So we started with getting a job or work. So you started work, and when you worked, you started getting paid. Okay, now what happens always is when you get paid, you find things to buy. How many of you found out that when you get money, it's kind of easy to buy things or to want to buy things in more than the money that you just have, right? So work creates what we call lifestyle, and many times debt. Maybe not at the age of 20 or 18 when you leave your house, but a little bit later, yes. So it creates a lifestyle. It means you rent a house, you buy food, you grab a couch for 50 euros from Marktplatz. Okay? Right? Now, what happens is that because your income is generating this lifestyle, even if you don't have debt, then how much money is left at the end of the month usually? Zero. So you need to do what? You need to go to work, right? You need to go to work. So actually the way that it goes, it's a little bit different. I want to, if you don't mind, I want to create it one more time with the rat race, just with one more step in between, which I forgot to mention. Work creates what? Money, income, okay? That's what I wanted to say, and I forgot to mention that. So work creates income, and the income creates the lifestyle, or the debts. Lifestyle or debt. Now, because we are stayed with zero out of our income, then this whole process is repeating, right? Now, what happens is that it goes on for a while, but when you're working for a few years, you're becoming good at that. You maybe get a promotion or you change to a job that is paying better. Your income goes up. With your income goes up, what goes up also? This lifestyle. How many of you recognize that? Right? You don't want anymore this stupid couch that you found on the street to pay 50 euros. You want a nice couch, right? From IKEA, right? Or whatever, right? The television that you didn't have, you want now to buy a television, right? So your lifestyle goes up also. Many times when we have a regular income, we start getting into debt, different type of debt. So then, but because at the end of the month, there's usually nothing, so we need to keep on working. Now, at one point, you might have found yourself the love of your life, or not the love of your life, just somebody to have sex with, or whatever. But at one point, you decided to join together and live together, right? Anybody that ever happened to you? Just checking. Now, you're both working many times, so you have double the income. This is good, right? You have double the income, but much less expenses, right? Because it's only one rent, it's only one electricity bill, it's it's one couch, okay? But what really happens then when you have extra money? Lifestyle go up. And if it doesn't go up from your own volition, then your financial advisor will tell you, you're paying too much taxes, you better buy a house or a bigger house or a house. Anybody ever heard this stupid advice? Okay? This is killing you if you didn't notice yet. Because what happens is your lifestyle goes up, but now you're in debt for sure. Because you bought yourself a house with a... Anybody have mortgage? Now you have to work, right? Otherwise they take your... You're all very well prepared. So this process goes on. It doesn't matter what work you do. It doesn't matter what income you have. This is always following that. So you're always staying with zero or less, which means you have to work. When you look at this circle that goes this way, and many times if you're very successful, this just goes very fast. It just goes faster. The more successful you are, the faster it goes. So if you're a lawyer, we just went now to a lawyer and she says, well, I'm charging 390 euros per hour. You know, that's nice, right? That's nice. But her income is big, her expenses, I don't know, but I'm pretty much assuming that she spent exactly 400 out of the 390, right? So in the same circle, this circle is called the rat race. Rat race, for those of you who don't get it, it's this wheel that rats or hamsters or mice have in their cage to practice them. So they keep on running all the time, but where do they stay? At the same spot. And if you will look at yourself financially, you will find out that you maybe make more money than you made when you were a student, but financially you're in the same spot, which is close to zero, close to broke, close to zero, or with debt, whatever it is. How many of you recognize that? Okay, that's the rat race. And everything in our life, all our education system, all our advisors, what the government works, all the taxes, everything is geared to keep you in the race. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is just how it works, because this makes sure that the economy goes on. This is the problem right now. Right now, there is this circle needs to stop. And that's what happens. That's what the government is afraid so much, because if you stop running, you're going to drop the government. Okay, that's why they keep on printing money all the time, but let's not get into that. The point is that this is the rat race. Do you understand? Okay, and when we're stuck in that rat race, we will never be free. We will never be free, because every time we make more money and we have some free money, then your accountant will tell you, like he told us, you have to buy a bigger house, because then there is all these ideas in Holland that, you get some taxes back from that. This is how the government makes sure that you're staying there. They're encouraging you to stay in debt, because debt makes sure that, and I'm not going to go why, but when you will start learning a little bit about the economy, you'll see that this is what keeps the economy going. Okay? If people will go back to the days of 50 years ago when they bought with their means because there was no credit, you wanted to buy a house? Well, you better get the money for that. So then people waited more years. They needed to do something that we don't do anymore. It's called saving. And the house prices were lower, not because they were built from, lower quality or lower cost material, but because there was not so much free money. Today there's so much free money, which is called a mortgage, that the prices goes up. But what will happen if there won't be any mortgages because people cannot pay them? The same houses that cost today $1 million will cost a lot less. A lot less. From what we hear from our experts that we are talking with, it's a good time to buy real estate in a few years. The house prices are going to drop in still about 80%. 80%. They already dropped in the world. They will drop in the next few years probably 80%. Can you imagine that you took a mortgage on your house for €500,000, but the house will be worth, instead of €500,000, 100,000? But you're staying with the debts? I don't want to scare anybody, but you should be really scared.